evening. Welcome to my channel. If you're just scrolling by and you accidentally stopped by this live, my name is Rod, and I am a realtor in the city of Enugu and also serve people that want to buy real estate from Abuja. So first off, in this life, it's nothing that serious. First goal of this life is to connect with you that stops by, to connect with you. And if you have some questions regarding real estate in Enugu and Abuja, feel free to drop them in the comment section and I will handle them. But in the meantime, for the conversation today, I want to tell you a very short story. I've realized that everything in life, literally everything that makes sense, that has lasted a while, is built on one thing than others. And that one thing is trust. Trust. And the story of how I made my very first sale literally breeds trust. So let me just take you on Just take you on that journey. So it was sometime last year, right? And this particular client of mine was a friend and is still a friend, but how did the friendship go to where it was? I remember that was 2018 or 2019. I've never told this story before. So it so happened that I had known him prior to that 2019, I had known him for a year plus. We used to go to the same church as at that time. We used to go to the same church, and we were both in the youth department and also in the choir department together. And we never really had to do any business together, but the only thing that I used to do together then was singing tenor in the choir. And he was better than me in singing tenor, so he would always call me to other, like, Roy, you're singing off, sing this. I literally had to listen to him to get my own part most of the time. And from there, because I'm keen on learning, each time he corrects me, I learn. From there, we started talking, and at some point I got to meet his girlfriend. Somebody say girlfriend. So I met his girlfriend and we got talking. It became like a friendship of 3 people, right? And yeah, then fast forward to what eventually happened in 2019. Yes, I remember, because that period, I think 2018, I was on IT that period, and things begin to go very bad between he and his girlfriend. And for some reason, they both trusted me. So it so happened that they shared with me what was going on, and now these 2 parties, they didn't know that they were both sharing me. So he would tell me what's happening, not knowing that she has to know what's happening. She would tell me what's happening, not knowing that he has to know what's happening. And I was playing the role of a mediator in between, and somehow I could rightly manage the situation, bring them back together, and help them see from different perspectives that what was the issue was not really an issue and all of that. And fast forward, guess what? Both of them are married now. Yes, they eventually got married. Sometimes I'm like, yeah, it was my doing, it was because of me. But no, it wasn't actually because of me, but I had a part to play. That particular event built a level of trust around me. So sometimes he gets asked me, okay, what should I do about this and all of that. And now I said something at the start of this video, is that literally everything that lasts a while, even down to relationship, friendship, business, partnerships, if it's going to last, it has to be built on trust. I said number 1 thing is trust, and then other things. 1 is trust, 2 is value. So because of that trust I had, and then in fostering that trust, I was able to solve their problems, before doing value. I mean, I think it's easy. Go and solve the relationship problem of any friend and eventually get them to marry. You can do it, and I swear you can leave Nigeria. I'm just joking. So that happened, and fast forward to sometime last year. Prior to then, I've been putting out this particular property for them to buy for land banking, for investment, because they had just worked there recently and started to make money. They had said looking out for options to invest in real estate, and because I've had an engagement with them before, and one thing about me is I do not sell or engage in any business and anything that I don't trust. So the company that I work with is a company I trust 100%. So they know that about me. If it's not the person, the personality, the people that revolve around the thing, if they're not trustworthy, you can't find me there. So they kept seeing my posts. At the time they wanted to buy this particular property was selling for about 1.5, and they told me they're interested in it, and I said, okay, yeah, it's a good deal. You should have to think about it. It will be going up soon. We'll make up your mind fast and all. They didn't make up their mind when it was 1.5. Eventually it came to 2.5, and when it came to 2.5 thousand, we were like, I should have sold it at 1.5. And there's a lesson here for you. I don't know where that saying came from, but I met the saying even when I joined real estate. They say, do not wait to buy land and wait. Where that saying came from, I don't know. But there's some truth in it, because the longer you wait in real estate, the more it appreciates, and the amount you could have used to buy probably a plot and have some change, eventually it's going to go up all the money without change and all of that. So eventually they got it at 2.5, and something very surreal. What is surreal? Let me break down the English word. I don't know how to break down surreal. But anyway, something very nostalgic. Nostalgic is the English word. Something very emotional. I wouldn't really call that emotional. Happened on the day I was closing the deal with them. So he told me that he's ready to buy now. And I just thought he was going to say, okay, Roy, how do we go about it? He said, no, let me speak to my wife. I want to talk with you with my wife. And they came together. He and his wife were together. They sat and they were asking me questions. He would ask me a question, I would answer. She would ask me a question. And he said something I didn't even know, because he knows my boss and he knows a couple of other people. And he says, I'll speak it in Igbo and then I'll translate to English. He said, well, you have been Jazuka Allah from Gay. We grew up in the way. You have been Jazuka Allah from Gay, or the Ewo and you're someone I've known over time, and I trust you that in it, so translate. So I'm actually buying this because it's you, Roy, and because you're dead. And I know you don't put your hands into what's not right. So I trust that you're giving us the best advice and you're referring to us the best properties to buy for this stage of our lives. Of course, we had more expensive properties at that time, but for that stage in their life, it was just the right property. And we closed it that Sunday, and the next day they came for an inspection and paid the following day. What if that time when they were having issues, and she brought her issues to me, and I said, Joy, see, fine here. I talk from this side to cut the man off and rub and put myself in English. And what if I talked bad about her to him, and because of course now they have now had a conversation about me and all, and from both angles I was clear. So trust is one thing that I know that goes a long way, and that sale taught me to continue to build a track record of trust. Remember, this happened in 2017, 2018, and they bought from me in 2024. How many years later? 2018, 2019, 2020, 21, 22, 24. They bought from me 7 years later. So trust is one currency that doesn't fade easily. It's like it's an investment that pays off, and when it's going to pay off, it often pays off really good. Yeah, that was what my first sale was like. It was a journey. It was something that taught me that trust is something nobody should joke with, and if you want to grow to the highest cadres in any industry, trust is something that you shouldn't joke with, and I still don't joke with it. I intended for this video to just last about 10 minutes, but it's already 9 minutes, 26 seconds, and that's that. So yes, my name is Moore-Ashimole, and I am a realtor in the city of Enugu, and I serve those who want to buy from Abuja as well. If you're looking to buy property, let me be your guy. I'd like to say that I take away the headaches of real estate transactions, so I make it very easy. I'll carry it like it's my own kids. And if there's anything I love about real estate too, it's like I'm giving you something that lasts forever. Land, like that's I always make sure that it's the best, because you're going to be seeing this as long as you live. And I want you to look at it, look at your land and remember me for good, right? So yes, if you've watched or you watched to this point and you haven't subscribed, please do well to hit the subscription subscribe button, and also like this video and share, and stay hooked to my channel. I'll be releasing videos from time to time about real estate in Enugu, in Abuja, and some informative and educational real estate materials that will help you navigate your real estate transactions here with ease. Until I come your way some other time, keep being a trustworthy person. It always pays off. Okay, where's end? I can't find end.